The question that I used to constantly struggle with as a young adult was this: where do I start? You know, there were tons of things that I wanted to do, tons of things that I wanted to accomplish in life, but for whatever reason, I always found myself stuck between where I was and where I wanted to be. This was particularly true in 2011 when I was closing my family business. Retail was the only thing that I had known, and that's what I grew up in. And I found myself leaving that chapter of my life onto something else. And I had no idea how to start. And I kept thinking and wondering and reading books and trying to figure out, how do I start? How do I get to the next level? How do I get to the next chapter? And then I learned the answer. When I didn't know where to start, the answer was always for me to start exactly where I was. And so that's one of the things I did. In 2011, I started a blog. I had no one that would read it. The only person, as a matter of fact, that read it was my wife. And the only reason that she read it is because I asked her to proofread it because my grammar was so poor. My grammar is not that much better now, but there are some people that actually read it, and it's actually led to other opportunities. Some of those opportunities being things like becoming a Dale Carnegie instructor and finding work that I absolutely love to do and people that I absolutely love to work with. It's helped me to find myself on the TEDx stage and to be able to share my personal story with tons and tons of people, and to be able to have that sort of feather in my cap to be a TEDx presenter. You know, I would have never had the opportunity to do either of those things if I would have waited for the opportunity to be perfect, if I would have waited for a publisher, if I would have waited for some publication to ask me to write for their website. None of those things would have ever happened. And so my encouragement to you today is, if you want to do something, start. You don't have to make money. Just because it's not going to make money doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Don't quit your job. Don't go get a loan that you can't pay back. Just start. Start something. Start a blog. Record a video. Do something. Do it for free. It doesn't matter, because the truth is that the money comes with competency. And so you can't expect for just to start something and people automatically and automagically just hand you money. It's not how things work. The truth is that I worked for 2 entire years to become a Dale Carnegie instructor before I ever made the first penny. 2 years for free, part-time, side hustle, and I loved it. And it was the greatest thing ever, because there's not a price that you can absolutely put on doing work that you love to do. And that doesn't mean that you can just quit everything and go do the thing you love to do. That's not reality either. So there's an in-between. So do what you have to do. Do your work, stay at your job, even if you don't like it. Keep doing your work and do something on the side. Do something that's fun. Create something as a hobby that can turn into something where you can actually make money. And if you're lucky, if you're crazy lucky, maybe one day you'll get to do that full time. But the truth is you'll never get to do that until you start. And so when you don't know where to start, my best advice is to start exactly where you are.